A person who has been living in a video game for many years and does not understand this. Hello guys! Today we will watch a short retelling of the movie Free Guy, and we are starting. Let's go! The film begins in the fantastic and criminal-free city, but as it turns out, this is an online game in which everyone can do whatever they want except for the main character. He does not understand at all that this is a game and think that everything is real. Every day of the hero passes exactly the same way. He is going to work, drinking coffee and working in a bank that for some reason is constantly robbed. But this does not hurt him in any way, since he is not a living person, but just a program. But in one moment everything changed. After work, as always, he walked with the security guard and told him his dream, that he would someday meet his soulmate. And then a real player appears in the form of a girl with whom the hero falls in love. He decides to approach her and talk to her. She is surprised that the bot can speak but does not pay any attention to the guy. The man wanted to follow her even though his friend told him not to. After leaving the game, the girl saw advertisement for Free City 2. For a long time she was looking for evidence in the game that the game developer stole the source code from her, which she made with her friend. The next morning, the character threw about the girl with the glasses all day. When the bank was robbed again, the guy saw her again, and now he began to act differently and took the glasses from the robber. In reality, no one accepted this. As soon as he put on his glasses, the guy saw the game interface. But in the real world, the developers can't figure out why the game character is doing other things, and they think it's a hacker who hacked into the game. The developers decided to do into the game first choose the skin of a policeman and other a pink rabbit, while the guy enjoys life and buys new sneakers for which he saved up. But the developers find him and begin to blame him for being a hacker, and he needs to leave the game and not interfere with the play of others, or he will be given a life ban. But the hero does not understand what they want from him and starts just run away. But the chase was not long, they just kill him. The developers decided to check online in the game, but the number of players remained the same even though that killed one. In the evening, Kizz and Millie decided to talk. Together, they once created the aquarium game, where the viewer could observe the development of artificial intelligence. Kizz works for Tsunami Games and Millie is seeing that company, because she thinks they stole her engine and put in their game, and with everyone she has advised. Millie wants Kizz to help her, but he refuses the girl. But she was not taken aback and decided to finish the chase in the game herself. When she entered the game, there was a guy right next to talk because she thinks they stole her engine and put in their game, and with everyone she has evidence. Millie wants Kizz to help her, but he refuses the girl. But she was not taken aback and decided to finish the chase in the game herself. When she entered the game, there was a guy right next to her who begins to attract the attention of others. Therefore, Millie teleports, but the hero finds her here too. The girl saw that he was a beginner and began to give him advice for pumping in the game. But he decides to do things differently. He starts earning from good deeds. His good behavior began to be discussed by others, even on the news. He became famous all over the internet. They named him the guy in the blue shirt. Everyone started to take an interest in them. Millie again asks for help from Kizz, and the guy now helps her. Kizz helped open the chase, and Millie was able to easily get there and prove her case that the company used her find illegally. But in the hiding place, the guards attack the girl. She finds herself in a difficult situation. But then a guy appears who has now pumped to a high level. Kizz followed the situation and wondered how Millie was talking to the hero even though he didn't have an indicator. The heroes live but without material. In reality, the game developers are already making an announcement and they don't know that Millie wanted to steal the file. Kizz is haunted by what the guy in the blue shirt represents. But he finds some information about him, and he wants to tell about everything to Millie, who was on a date with a guy. Kizz shocks the girl. He tells her that this is just a character, but that this is artificial intelligence that could develop. And this was proof of the company stole the code from the guys. Kizz remembers that the new game Free City 2 is coming out soon. When the game is released, the old heroes will automatically be deleted forever. The guys decide to stop the developers from killing artificial intelligence. Millie decides to enter the game and explain to the character that everything is not real, that everything is a computer game. The girl asks the hero for help, but he was very upset after what he heard. He decided to leave the girl. After talking with a friend, he decides to do something. They decide to get into the chase, since his friend is a security guard and he knows everyone there. They take the video clip for the girl. Millie enters the game and the guy was already waiting for her with a drift. After watching the clip, the guy said the new here was place was. But suddenly everything hung up, because in the real world the developers decided to reboot the game because after the development of artificial intelligence, the game began to buy less. After the reboot, the guy was thrown back and he forgot everything. Millie was very upset. The company deferred their plan, but Kizz knew that this was not an end. He told the girl that the guy's memory could be returned, because in order to remove the memory, it was necessary to completely remove the server. His memory is there, it just needs to be found and renewed. Kizz said that he once created a character who was able to fall in love with and characteristics were similar to Millie. And it turned out that when the guy saw Millie in the game, he began to develop. Now Millie understood what she had to do. The girl went into the game, found a guy and kissed him. He regained his memory. He told her the secret build was. Millie was very pleased with the news. The developer hid the assembly behind the horizon but forgot to remove the reflection. Now they had proof, but the problem remained. It was necessary to do Boeing and Horizon. Kizz warns his friends that when they find what they need, they will be sent off forces. The guy told the other boots this is a game. There was gossip on the internet that artificial intelligence had come to life. Atvan didn't like it. Bots started a riot in the game. Without them, the game will look empty and uninteresting. Everyone is watching what is happening. Atvan banned all players' accounts. He added a received guy model to the game, which is much stronger. The guy needs to prove that Trent is thief, but the new player skins beats the guy and his friend. All the players watched this fight. The guy begins to attack and adventures with weapons and was able to repulse with boot. The guy puts on his glasses at the penetration stop fights. The character Jive last moment was able to prove that Twant is a thief. He begins to destroy the server, but the girl discides him from doing it and they consult an agreement. Kizz and the girl are creating of a new game where all the characters from Free City have moved. The guy in the game said they loved Millie, but he has programmed by Kizz. The girl understands that Kizz loves her. In reality, they confessed their love. Thanks for watching everyone so far. Subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.